Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I am Johnny.
I am Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball,
Yeah.
we go on Wikipedia,
Click on random article.
and we talk about it.
But first, we're gonna talk about something different.
That's right. It's the GDBQR 2014, the Great Dilettante Ball Quarter Race 2014, where Spencer and I race each other and you to see who can collect all 50 state quarters in your little Christmas stockings.
Yeah, in your advent calendar.
Yeah. Because this is the Christmas episode.
Yay.
So Christmas is in 2 days. Christmas Eve is in 1 day. New Year's Eve is in 8 days. New Year's Day is in 9 days. And Christmas 2015 is in 367 days. So get ready.
Yeah.
And Halloween 2015.
That's what we're really interested in.
Yeah. And this has been a little more underground, but we've all heard of the Halloween creep.
Of course.
There's a little thing called the Cryptmas creep.
The Cryptmas creep.
Well, yes.
What's the Cryptmas creep?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Well, Cryptmas is the second spookiest holiday of the year. It's Christmas.
After Mother's Day.
It's Christmas with the Crypt Keeper. Because when I was little, my favorite Christmas album was I think it's called Have Yourself a Scary Little Christmas.
Yeah, I think it is.
And it's just a Crypt Keeper Christmas album. And I've never watched Tales from the Crypt, but I fucking love this album. So
The whole album is just essentially like Christmas standards, but sung by the Crypt Keeper and with like a weird, creepy,
it's like spooky lyrics.
Yeah, spooky parody lyrics.
Yeah. And it's great and it's magical. So thanks to everyone who's helped to make this Christmas season spooky.
Right.
And in honor of
The Cryptmas creep.
Oh, I guess we should say that we don't have any quarters.
Yeah, no quarters.
Yeah, okay. So in honor of the Cryptmas creep, we're on the Tales from the Crypt wiki. And we're just going to pull up a random article and see what happens.
And bear in mind, like Joanna said, neither of us have ever seen Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, my only Tales from the Crypt knowledge is from this album.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the dude that does the voice of the Crypt Keeper also voiced a Ninja Turtle.
I hope that's true.
Could be wrong. Bushmill.
All right.
Bushmill is a police lieutenant in the episode Corman's Calamity. Calamity spelled with a K. I mean, he looks like a police detective.
Yeah, he does.
Early life. Under his
life.
supervision, Lorelai Phelps was a policewoman. Okay. One night, she was surprised by a electric power failure and was attacked by a rapist. Okay. In spite of her policewoman's badge and her talent martial skills.
That's people that are in charge of like beauty pageants.
They're the
They're
talent
marshals.
It does not discourage her aggressor. Ironically, this has
This has
nothing to do with Bushmill at all.
Bushmill was a cop. Anyway, Lorelai was attacked.
It's ironically a monster similar to Jim's drawing. Okay.
Yeah, totally out of context.
Brings out exactly of the washing machine used by the young woman and beheads the man with his jaw.
What are you talking about?
I'll read that sentence again.
Please.
Ironically,
very much.
a monster similar to Jim's drawing brings out exactly of the washing machine used by the young woman and beheads the man with his jaw.
His own jaw? Rips a man's jaw off and beheads him
Maybe
with it?
it's Jim's jaw. It's his drawing.
Oh, one thing I know for certain is very ironic.
She succeeds in running away to call the police.
Sorry, did you say she's exceeds?
She succeeds.
Oh.
Possibly, Bushmill and his colleagues do not believe her, like for precedent events like the washing machine monster, the bicephal ogre, and the T-Rex in a Volkswagen.
What is going on right now?
I'll read that sentence again. Possibly, Bushmill and his colleagues do not believe her, like for precedent events like the washing machine monster, the bicephal ogre, and the T-Rex in the Volkswagen.
Is Bushmill like a recurring guy who's always being told like, no, you gotta listen. There's a T-Rex in a Volkswagen. And he's like, yeah.
It says he is in the episode Corman's Calamity, and that's it.
So is this episode just chock full of like monsters and calamities?
He was portrayed by Abel Franco. Abel Franco was a guest star in Fame with Cynthia Gibb, played by Lorelai Phelps.
Interesting.
No, who played Lorelai Phelps.
Oh, well,
It's
still
the same
okay.
thing. Yeah, I just read it wrong. Other guest stars. Okay, I don't care. He was also a guest on Dallas. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Big
it.
time.
This sucks.
So the Wikipedia for Bushmill is about Lorelai.
Yeah, like what is her article about?
It's about Bushmill. And I assume Bushmill is like his whole name. Like Sting.
Yeah.
Bushmill. And it's like not detective or lieutenant. It's Bushmill.
Oh, you know what we should do that I feel like I mentioned this before. I want to maybe once this episode concludes, we can record this as like a little nugget at the end of the episode or something, like an extended stinger.
Okay.
But I want to read the Wikipedia article for Santa Buddies, because I know that I've mentioned it before.
Okay.
And it's insane.
Okay, we'll read that.
So we'll stay tuned after the show for a special holiday reading of the Santa Buddies Wikipedia article. But anyway, back to Bushmill.
Back to yeah.
What?
I mean, let's talk about who wrote that first of all.
I'll tell you who wrote it. Let's see.
Oh, jeez. I mean, it was a guy like from Poland or something.
Okay, well, first of all, it was written by Lemon Faust.
Lemon Faust. Okay.
Guess when the last edit was?
May 2010. It was like yesterday, wasn't it?
It was July 20th, 2014.
Okay, so kind of
that's
a while ago, but pretty recent too.
I mean, for a show that's not been on the air for 20 years.
And for a character who's done nothing apparently.
And an article that's not about that character. Like, that was an edit to the article.
Like,
What the fuck did the article look like before?
Just like,
oh, I missed a comma.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that all? Is that your concern? Come on, Lemon Faust.
Lemon Faust, get your act together.
Who?
He didn't believe him because of the preceding Bicefo ogre. He did a what? That's like someone who made the article using Google Translate. Like the first half was written by like a guy who kind of knew what was doing, and then like got sick and had to like, Lemon Faust, you got to take over. Oh boy, okay, I got this.
I thought this was just going to be a normal July 20th. What's have you ever edited a Wikipedia article?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Because I've what's it called? Not graffitied, but
Oh, well,
like,
I mean, essentially.
what would that
Vandalized?
be called? Vandalized, that's it. I've vandalized Wikipedia articles in high school. I got a lot of computers in high school banned from Wikipedia.
Because they all share the same IP address.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. No, I remember being in freshman in college when Tim Tebow was the candidate for winning the Heisman Trophy.
Winning.
Oh, shut the fuck up! And
That was right around that time. I'm
wasn't.
just putting you in the.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't around that time.
Yeah, it was.
Dog, it wasn't.
It was. I mean,
that was
it
like 2007. Charlie, what's his name?
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. That didn't happen until like
2008, 2009.
Dude, like,
2009 at the latest.
I feel like we were in Chicago.
No, we weren't.
Why?
Because I know people when I was in college.
That were saying
I
that?
knew people who were applying to be his intern.
I do remember that.
Tiger
Yeah.
blood, dog.
That sucks.
It was around.
Because
it was
now it's 6 years later and people are still using that.
Are
like,
they really?
yeah.
I mean, besides me.
No, for real. Yes, people are like winning, and it makes my blood boil, dude. It makes
That
my tiger blood
sucks.
boil. Anyway, okay, so I remember being like, "Oh, he's probably gonna win," and if he won, he would have been the first sophomore to ever win the trophy.
Okay.
So I had the Tim Tebow Wikipedia like pulled up, or like the Heisman Trophy Wikipedia pulled up, and had the edit like ready to be like, Tim Tebow, Heisman winner for 2007, the first sophomore to ever win the award. And then the second his name was announced, I hit book publish, and so
That was you then?
that was me that added that information.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you can go back in time and see the edit history and find it.
I won't, but
I'll find it for you. I'll send it to you.
that's okay.
So I mean, like nothing like major or whatever. Oh, and actually, now I'm thinking about it, pretty much the entire Theater Strike Force Wikipedia page was me.
Sure.
Like someone made it originally. Like
Theater Strike Force is our college improv club.
Yeah, club.
It's a club.
It's where kids can be a kid. Someone had like made it originally, like it was just there. And
Theater
then
Strike Force is at the University of Florida.
Right, exactly. And so I like added like a bunch of stuff and fixed it up and stuff.
So I understand why you did that because you were part of the club and
Right.
whatever. What made you want to edit the Tim Tebow page?
Well, because I don't know. I don't know. Just because like I use Wikipedia like a lot, and like I made like
Giving back to the community.
yeah, essentially right. I don't want to actually give you any money, but I'll sit here and edit a page.
Sure. That's cool. That's nice of you.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about myself.
You know, somebody else probably would have done it if you didn't.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to be the first one. Like,
How many other dudes do you think were like waiting, and then you just got it first,
I-
and they were like, "Fuck, that could have been me."
yeah, it was probably like 40 or 50,000.
Damn it, Speeham.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure was your username.
No, it was
Oh no, Lemon Faust.
It was lemon, but the A was a 4.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was real elite.
I know we've talked in confidence about this, but have we talked on air about our old AIM screen names?
I don't know if we ever.
Because I'm willing to dig that up
Okay.
for me.
What's interesting is mine is essentially what my screen name still is. So back in the day,
Oh, your AIM screen name now? It's
yeah,
the
my
same?
current
You have,
AIM
you have the
screen name.
same AIM screen name. Okay.
Yeah, I remembered my password, which was Cartoon Network 3. You know, like Ed and Eddie.
God damn it.
No, my original like screen name was like Spenham, and like my screen name for everything now is Speeham.
Why'd you take the N out?
I'm glad you asked, Johnny, because when I signed up for a Gmail account, some motherfucker already had Spenham at gmail.com.
No way.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't have. I'm gonna send him an email. I'll find out.
You should. I always wanted to do that.
Hey, asshole! 15 years ago, you really screwed me over.
I think Speeham is better though because it's 3 and 3.
I agree. Right. Yeah. The first 3 words are my first name and last name.
Jokes on Spenham.
Yeah, he's probably an asshole.
Now everybody knows your email address too.
I don't care. Email me. I'm lonely.
My email address is johnny@hotmail.com.
That just gets forwarded to me. So.
Yeah, so I rotated through a lot of screen names.
Yeah, yours were pretty
despicable,
which is par for the course at the time. I think.
So I had them all. I had and these were obviously
Weren't
all
yours,
written
like,
in Leet.
Like Rusty Trombone or something like.
No, I did have Cleveland Steamer
Yeah.
in Leet. I also had Invisible Giraffe in
Okay.
Leet and Disgruntled Rhino
Yeah.
in Leet.
So it was all just like adjective animal.
Basically,
That sucks.
those were the big 3 that I
Why
would
did you
go-
have multiple screen names?
Thought it was fucking funny, dude. That's all.
Well, I
I
had
mean,
all these AOL discs sitting around, so I had to just keep signing up.
It's just depending on my mood because they all had different pimp my profile profiles.
Jesus, that's awesome.
I had all my favorite quotes from chats with other friends.
Yeah. With like tildes and asterisks. And
Yeah. Beatles lyrics.
Yep. I remember, having mine being like favorite invention, and it was like the spoon. Like,
I went through a big spork phase.
yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, I know. I mean, looking back, everyone, thank
Yeah.
God, everyone is a piece of shit
Yeah, right.
for most of their lives.
Right.
Like, most of their early lives. Like,
Oh.
I've only not been a piece of shit for like,
6 months.
yeah.
Right.
But so I don't feel so bad because everyone
like,
was
just
just
you.
garbage.
Right.
But it's still like,
It's
ugh,
yeah.
it feels gross.
Well, I feel like we really lucked out. Like we just squeaked by. Where like if we would have been born
Ugh.
5 years later, we'd be those dumb kids like making YouTube videos and embarrassing themselves without realizing it.
Dank memes.
Dank memes. Yeah.
That video sucks. I'll post that video
Yeah, you
because
will. It's my favorite video.
it's mine too. I think.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think a lot of that falls onto parents.
Well, I agree too, but my parents were like never home, so I would have done that kind of shit.
I'm sorry, man.
They were dead, so it's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was like Neverland Ranch. Wait. Yeah, no, I stand by that. I don't know either, but I said it.
Fuck. That's.
I might say Neverland, but then the ranch part just came out, so it must be true.
Did you? Oh shit! There was an article I saw about a bunch of dudes who back
broke
in the
in.
time they broke into Neverland Ranch and there were
Yeah,
pictures.
I saw
It's
that.
fucking insane.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'll post a link to that too because it's nutty. It's nutty.
Yeah, they just like went around like taking pictures of everything. Like it was like after he had died and like the
No,
property.
was it after he had died? I thought it was.
I believe so.
I thought it was. He was like gone somewhere.
Oh, maybe that's the case. I feel like but in my head he was. Well, we'll find out when he posted, I guess.
Yeah.
Regardless, the stuff was just sitting around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you remember that special that aired on like NBC or whatever in probably 2000, 2001,
No.
where I forget the reporter's name, but he just hung out with Michael Jackson for like a few months, and then there was just this big long special about it, and it was insane.
That's awesome.
There was one part where they went to some art store or furniture store, just like an
Michael's.
but it was he was really into crafts. But it was all really gaudy shit for
Okay.
like crazy rich people.
Yeah, sure.
And Michael Jackson was just walking through the store and he's like, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And he's like racking up, a
Millions.
and then like the guy comes over, the voiceover, and he's like, yeah, Michael Jackson's doing this and I don't know why, because he actually has no money. And they like went into his finances, and he just like
Weird.
has like, it was insane. And then they like, part of the interview they were like sitting in a tree because Michael Jackson like thinks he's Peter Pan. It's very fascinating. It's
That
crazy.
is fascinating. Like at what point did he become? Like, it was probably like a slow process, right? Of becoming like crazy or
it's like you're when you're a kid, you're turned into like a money robot, a singing money robot, and then like one day he wakes up and he's probably like 40, and he's like, "What is my life?
What has happened?"
Like, yeah, what happened? I was a kid when I went to bed last night,
Right.
and I woke up and I'm like an old man." And then you freak out, and then you think you're Peter Pan because it's the only way to like. I'm still young. I'm a boy forever.
Wee.
Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And he's got like, doesn't he have a symbol for everything? Like the Neverland Ranch symbol. Is like, oh, brother. It looks like
they're Zildjians.
they're very nice quality symbols. The logo looks like the DreamWorks logo, like the boy fishing off the crescent moon. So like in his like bumper car stadium or whatever.
Yeah, bumper car stadium.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's 2 bumper cars in a huge football field. They almost never bump. They're basically just cars.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. It's it's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Oh,
do we have people like that are like excavating his stuff now or something, like trying to like figure out what was
I don't think
going
he buried any of
on?
it.
In my head though, that's what it's like. Like, oh, cool, we've discovered like this crazy. It was like Pompeii. Like, there's penises pointing the way to the brothels, like that kind of shit. Like, what is going on here?
Is that a thing in Pompeii?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it's Pompeii. No, maybe it's not Pompeii. Maybe it's what's that place in the Netherlands that people go to smoke weed?
Netherland Ranch.
Never. Smell you later.
Welcome back to the special Christmas reading of the Santa Buddies Wikipedia article. This should be a Christmas tradition, I think.
Yeah,
I think
okay
every
with that.
year we should read this. I'll probably also edit in some crackling fire sounds.
That'd be nice. Yeah, like some soft sleigh bells maybe in the background.
Just constant sleigh
It's
bells.
constantly.
Shing, shing, shing. That get annoying. I'll see. Maybe I'll annoy you. All right, so I'm going to skip Santa Buddies is a 2009 direct-to-video film. It's the 4th installment of the Air Buddies spin-off series, as well as the 9th film in the Air Bud franchise.
Okay.
It was released November 2nd, 2009. So here's the plot. So this will basically be like, just imagine that I'm reading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Sure.
But it's the plot of Santa Buddies. This is the worst. The movie begins at the North Pole with Santa Claus, George Wendt,
No
and
way.
his dog Santa Paws, Tom Bosley, taking a look at the magical Christmas icicle, which is melting because of nobody believing in Christmas anymore.
Nobody.
If it continues to melt, Christmas will be gone forever.
Wait, it's melting because no one believes in Christmas?
It's melting because of nobody believing in Christmas anymore.
Okay.
Puppy Paws is the fun-loving son of Santa Paws who has not learned the true meaning of Christmas, finds Butterball, Budderball, on Santa's naughty list for eating the Thanksgiving turkey and figures he's just the dog to show him how to be an ordinary puppy. The film moves forward to Butterball and the other buddies.
Butterball ate the turkey. That's awesome.
Yeah. In Fernfield, who also don't have any Christmas spirit, believe this dude who edited this article,
Lemon Faust?
who edited this article 15 days ago, Zydrate supporter. Okay, that's probably a neo-Nazi or something. He is not good with like setting up a sentence and then finishing it properly. The film then moves forward to Butterball and the other buddies in Fernfield, who also don't have any Christmas spirit, believe that their father is Santa Claus and that the naughty list is a way to scare them to behave. However, Sniffer, Tim Conway, replies that Christmas is about giving and a holiday they must learn to respect. The Christmas icicle makes a big crack and shuts off the power at the North Pole and makes the reindeer weak and powerless. In parentheses, earlier before he left the North Pole, Puppy Paws stares at the icicle, stating, "I wish Christmas would just disappear," causing it to crack.
Makes no sense.
Puppy Paws makes it to Fernfield to find Butterball in his home, and Butterball himself introduces Puppy Paws to his brothers and sister, and the North Pole puppy causes trouble to each of the buddies.
Causes trouble to each of the buddies.
Butterball gets framed for eating the gingerbread cookies,
classic.
which, I mean, if we've learned anything about Butterball,
He's
he
a
will
glutton.
eat
Yeah.
food. So, fool me once. As he tries to get back on the nice list, B-Dog gets beaten by
God.
gets beaten by Puppy Paws at dancing,
Ugh.
who even breaks a vase.
He even broke a vase.
Mud Bud teaches Puppy
Mud
Paws
Butt.
to roll in the dirt, and unaware not to shake dirt out of his fur in the living room. He makes holiday shapes of the dirt spots, causing Mudblood to wear a cover. Mudbud, damn it.
You'll be next, Mudbud.
Mudbuds beware, the Christmas icicle has been opened. He makes holiday shapes of the dirt spots, causing Mudbud to wear a cover-up coat for the rest of the day. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Rose, this is, by the way, one sentence. I'll finish and then I'll go back to where the sentence started. Rosebud gets an extreme Christmas makeover.
Rosebud.
And Buddha's meditation statue gets turned into a snowman, as Puppy Paws explains that the snowman is, quote, what citizens of the North Pole meditate in front of.
What are you talking about?
So that sentence started with... Okay, that whole paragraph was one sentence. Puppy Paws makes it to Fernfield to find Butterball in his home.
This sucks.
And then the whole
entire-
description of everything that happens. Anyway.
Like a blow by blow of that scene.
New paragraph.
Okay.
Fuck. Totally new paragraph. New idea. We're starting something new here.
Okay.
Therefore, due to the incidents, the buddies want Puppy Paws to leave.
What are you talking about?
But they learn that Puppy Paws isn't hurting them, as they are hurting themselves, and decide to treat him with compassion.
Oh, boy.
Suddenly, Puppy Paws gets dog-napped by a dog catcher named Mr. Stan Crudge. You want to guess who plays him?
Stephen Root.
No, sadder.
Oh, jeez. Who?
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. Doc Emmett Brown.
When this sled hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. Puppy Paws.
They found us. I don't know how they did it. They found us. The Pomeranians.
Okay, so Mr. Stan Crudge takes him to the pound. There, Puppy Paws meets a puppy named Tiny, who is wishing for a Christmas miracle and sings a song about miracles, which teaches Puppy Paws about the true meaning of Christmas.
These dogs live in the North Pole with Santa. Why don't they believe in Christmas?
No, they don't. They live on Fernfield. Santa Paws is the one. I mean, I guess he should believe in Christmas.
Whatever.
The buddies, along with an elf dog named Eddie, have come to the rescue. With Tiny and Eddie still in the pound, how did Eddie get in the pound?
I don't know. Is Tiny a Chihuahua or like a pit bull?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. A Great Dane.
Yeah.
The elf dog speaks to Crudge. The elf dog speaks to Crudge that he knows the dog catcher always wanted a puppy for Christmas, but his mother was allergic to dogs and never got one, which made Crudge hate Christmas and become a dog catcher. I hate Christmas. I'm going to become a dog catcher. Easter sucks. I'm an accountant. Eddie becomes free from the pound and changes Crudge.
To what? 100 deeds for Eddie McDowd.
Eddie McCrudge. With help from an elf named Eli, not an elf dog, an
It's a real
elf.
elf.
Christmas spirit returns. Okay.
Sure.
The Christmas icicle stops melting and the North Pole is back in business, with Puppy Paws and the buddies making it to the North Pole. Period. The reindeer are not able to fly, and Puppy Paws and the buddies volunteer to save Christmas with their uncanny abilities.
Uncanine abilities.
Oh. In parentheses, it is revealed the buddies remember what Shasta taught them. But that's
Do you remember when that cola taught us how to?
That's a link to something else.
Shasta.
We'll never know. A changed Mr. Crudge brings Tiny over to the child who has been asking for a puppy as a Christmas present, and Tiny herself says goodbye to the buddies and Puppy Paws. After their last delivery, Santa Claus and Santa Paws arrive in Fernfield, and Santa makes the buddies, including Butterball, on top of the nice list. He makes them on top of the nice list. Puppy Paws becomes part of Santa's family, and the buddies say farewell. Mr. Crudge is invited to dinner with Tiny's new family, and the movie ends with the entire town, led by Crudge,
carving the roast beast,
singing Silent Night in front of Fernfield's Christmas tree.
Ooh.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all.
And to all good Crudge.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. Peaches.